Okay, so we are seated and we are sat because I'm here to deliver the facts on why about 40 million Americans are not going to receive their SNAP benefits come November 1st of this year. So first off, SNAP stands for the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, which is used to reduce hunger and improve nutrition and health among low-income individuals and families by helping them afford the food they need for a healthy diet. This includes children, disabled people, as well as the elderly. 1 in 8 Americans receive some form of SNAP benefits. Of those 1 in 8 Americans, 40% are children and 20% are elderly. We are going on the 4th grand week of this government shutdown because Congress has been locked in a stalemate, Democrats versus Republicans. And the reason that we are not getting a bill passed is because the Democrats have said, if we're going to agree and compromise anything, we need you to make some revisions to the big beautiful bill that you passed a couple months ago. And Republicans are saying, we don't want to make revisions to the big beautiful bill, but we are going to be cutting these forms of aid. So they've not been able to reach an agreement. The USDA, or the U.S. Department of Agriculture, issued a federal statement to the states on October 10th of this month, basically saying, hey, we are not going to be able to supplement the SNAP benefits if a bill is not passed by November 1st. So you are on your own. There is no supplemental funding coming. Figure it out. I am not here to support the narrative that people who use SNAP benefits are sucking off the government's teat. Yes, we will acknowledge that there is such thing as welfare queens, which is basically just a term for people who will purposely stop themselves from perhaps getting a higher paying job or just getting themselves out of their current situation so that they can keep taking advantage of government programs. And in reality, that's not the vast majority of people, but that is what gives SNAP benefits and other welfare programs a bad rep. It's also a little ironic that a lot of the constituents who voted for Trump are a good majority of the people who are on these SNAP benefits. You can look at any map and see that a large number of people who receive SNAP benefits are in Republican-controlled or red counties. Now, that is not to wish any ill will upon those people. I think it's bullshit that we have been in a 4-week government shutdown and the Democrats and Republicans can't simply just shake hands, walk across both sides of the aisles and say, here, we need to sit down and get this done. And I also think it's bullshit that we are pointing fingers at everybody. Literally on the government website, it says, due to the Democrats, blah, 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 SNAP benefits are not going to be distributed on November 1st. So if you are somebody who does rely on SNAP benefits, I strongly encourage you to check your EBT card balance and see how much you have left in the month of October to try to supplement that through November. Check if your county is offering assistance and go to your local food bank. Of course, they are probably being overwhelmed with the amount of people who are not going to be receiving SNAP benefits. So to people who don't rely on SNAP benefits, consider donating to food banks, whether that be canned food that has been sitting vacant in your pantry and that you have not touched, or even just money. Your money is going to go a longer way at a food bank than if you were donating directly to somebody, for the sole fact that food banks have agreements with distributors and wholesalers where they're able to purchase in bulk. So even if it is just a small donation. But honestly, it's not fucking fair that people are gonna have to go hungry in the month of November. And we can't keep peddling the narrative that everybody is a welfare queen and that you need to just get a job. Because there are some people who they rely on government assistance and they can not get a job.